As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Check, 43. I don't think you got it, sir. 43 is right. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Off the play fake, Roberts. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Roberts. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Room to run inside the 40, and finally brought down at the 38.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Roberts on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Roberts to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, back to Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Roberts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw. Roberts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Tua now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On play action, here's Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Back to throw. Roberts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Roberts. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down now. Chamberlain, and this time he is in. Yes. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Roberts now from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Watch time, watch time.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to pass. Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Right back to him on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Sanders. He's got room to run past the 20. As he will take this one up to the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Off play action. Roberts out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Miami.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Dolphins open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
On 1st down, Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Hurts to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second and 4.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 43.
Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it's third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
It don't matter.
Picked up by Javon Holland. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Ready. Black 40.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain. 61 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Eagles nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the draw, here's Sanders. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.